So I went back to check in the last 5 minutes after the stream just to be like, I'm sure I could do it, and I couldn't do it. But then I dropped down and I was like, oh wait, I have the like level of hacking skill that I need to get into this door, so I wasted all that time.
Nice. Good job.
I've not bought any hacking skills apart from
Uh,
that one at the very start.
fair enough. Oh, that was a juicy can.
Crisp.
Where do I? Oh, there we go. Okay. I mean, it didn't even change the title in the fucking thing. Podcast. Number 8. Oh, I can do that too. Hang on.
Wearing a hood over headphones makes my fucking head look massive.
There we go.
Yeah, I've decided. Not a fan.
The
Not with the
podcast.
headphones.
Too cold. Too cold for. What did I call it? Too cold for an Eshop sale.
How cold is it?
It's not summer, so we don't get a sale.
Oh, right, I see. Can only have sales in summer.
Yeah. We're live talking about all the gaming news and stuff.
That is accurate.
Come hang out.
This is slowly dying on stream.
Sure. Okay. Save. Successfully updated your information. Okay. Oh, no, now I need to go to YouTube.
Hey, it's working. There we are.
There we are!
Huh.
Okay, live. This one. Edit. Welcome to our live. Okay, alright. The podcast. Number.
It's German for the podcast.
That's it. Too cold for an eShop sale.
Every time you say the phrase too cold, my brain just immediately auto finishes it with Too Cold Scorpio, who was a wrestler.
Of course. Who wouldn't think that?
Most people, I would imagine.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, his name is Charles Bernard Scraggs. I would also go by the name Too Cold Scorpio.
No. I like his real name. That's way better.
In WWE or WWF, he was Flash Funk.
Oh, that's cool too. That's
pretty
cool
good.
name.
I thought you'd appreciate Flash Funk.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's my kind of name right there. That's right up there with Powerline.
It really is. It is a very Powerline-esque name.
Where... Oh. Live chatting about all the news and stuff. Come hang out. Save. It's probably working. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who can say? Not me.
Not I.
All right.
Gross.
Getting professional now.
Oh, yeah, getting profesh. Sitting up.
Yep,
Getting
sitting
your
up.
posture right.
All right. I'm going to get so professional in a second. You ready for this?
I don't think I am.
Okay, you ready to go? You ready to podcast?
Almost, but before we start,
All right.
look at this cute sticker.
That is cute. They're in love.
They are.
Ah,
It's the reason I wrote my wedding vows the way that I did.
yeah. All right, here we go.
Let's do this, bitch.
Hello and welcome to the podcast. My name is Aaron, and I'm here with Josh.
I wasn't prepared for how good that music was. Have we always had that?
Nah, that's new.
That's fucking sick.
That's our new intro.
I like that a lot. Fuck.
Welcome to the show, everyone. This week we're talking about such things as FBC Firebreak. You like how bright it got when I brought up the,
Why you got so
the Google
washed out?
Doc? Ah!
Oh, that's what that was. Oh, man.
We're talking about FBC Firebreak. Movies like Predator, Killer of Killers, 28 years later. We're going to talk about Death Stranding 2, Date Everything, Prey, Donkey Kong 64. A whole bunch of news and stuff that's coming up. How's it going, Josh?
Yeah, it's going. I haven't been blown away. I haven't been washed away. The weather kicked in like a motherfucker this morning, but we're all good.
Yeah, I'm going to turn this light down. That really... there we go.
Bioluminescent Aaron.
That's it. Let's get right into what we've been playing. We're gonna.
Absolutely.
Was it like a week ago or 2 weeks ago? I can't even remember. We played FBC Firebreak on stream together.
Yeah, it was like 2 Fridays, I think.
Yeah. I was not a fan of it.
No.
It was quite irritating, to say the least. Just do this one thing a million times and then go into another room and do it again a million times and then go into a last room and like do it again.
Yeah, it's especially with the second mission. Like the first mission's less overt about that stuff. Second mission where you go in and you have to clear the oldest house of fucking post-it notes. It's funny, haha, good joke. And then you have to clear them out of like 50,000 fucking post-it notes.
Yeah.
And you're just there shooting the ground and swinging your wrench at the ground. And you've got whoever's got the water gun blasting the ground because it makes it easy to get the post-it notes off. And it's like, it does the Left 4 Dead thing fairly well. I like the like running around and shooting dudes gameplay.
Yeah.
That all feels really quite nice. It's a little basic. But that stuff works. The actual like objectives are a lot less interesting than like Left 4 Dead didn't have specific like objectives to engage with that weren't just, get to the safe room. Occasionally they'd have a thing where you're like, you have to go press a button and that'll open a gate, or you have to do some sort of interaction to get forward to get some progress. But most of the time it really was just go from A to B and don't die. And sometimes I feel like FBC, was it Firebreak?
Mm-hmm.
I feel
That is
like
what it's
Firebreak
called, yeah.
Yeah, I've been calling it FBC to everyone who I've actually played it with.
Yeah.
I think if it just focused on the horde mode stuff, like, it would be fine.
If it was more Left 4 Dead and less wet all the post-it notes.
Even if it just maybe reeled back a bit on some of that stuff, because like the post-it note stuff isn't so bad.
In theory, it could be good.
Yeah, like if you just dialed back the numbers a bit. Same thing goes with the cancer pearls that we were collecting. Like, fine. It's a fine enough mechanic. Load pearls into the thing, move the thing along the track.
Yeah.
All of that is fine. But actually finding those pearls was quite annoying because you have to shoot things on the walls, and they really only drop a lot of them from the big things on the walls, and there's not a lot of big things, but also the small things will drop them sometimes.
Right.
and you end up just shooting walls again.
It would be fine if these things were like if they were just smaller
Clearly
things that
denoted.
broke up. Well, if they were just like smaller things that broke up the combat, right? Rather than basing the whole levels around this
Sure.
thing and then stretching it out to 3 different sections, that it's just the same thing over and over again. It's like, and it took us like, I don't know. I don't even know how long those levels took us to get through, but it's way too long.
Yeah, yeah, longer than either of us wanted, I think.
Yeah.
It also didn't help that, like, because I was hosting and replaying levels that I had played but you hadn't played,
Right.
they automatically, when you first come back into replay a level, they automatically bump the corruption level up to 3. And your first time
okay.
through on a level, you get no corruption. That's why our
Right.
second one was way easier, because I hadn't played that one at all.
Right.
The first one we had was like, you've got gravity distortion, and enemies are slightly harder to kill, and it's like all those objects of power started spawning, and we had
Yeah.
no idea how to fucking deal with them.
Right.
Learn how to deal with them.
Okay.
There's a weapon that you sometimes find in the maps, and I did find it, I just didn't use it on these items, where it's like a grinder that you feed chunks of black rock into, and it spits them out.
Okay.
So you use that on those things, and it nullifies the object of power. But the game doesn't really tell you that. It doesn't tell you a lot of things, if I'm being
No,
honest.
it doesn't.
And, like, I appreciate that on one hand. It's not, like, the most complex game in the world.
Sure.
But also, like, important shit like that, where you really can't move on because enemies have ridiculous amounts of health until you get rid of... There's one, like, if a snare drum shows up, enemies have super speed, and they're not fucking around. They mean super speed. These things fucking bolt. They're
Yeah.
so fast. And when you get like heavy enemies, the ones with the weak spots on their back, when they're moving super fast, fuck that game.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Right in the ear.
What about Sticky Ricky?
That was annoying to that. I hear there's not really many boss fights in that game. Too.
That's the one that I've
That's
seen.
the one. Yeah.
There's the furnace in the first one. It's not really a boss fight so much as it is like a encounter.
Yep.
I think Sticky Ricky is about the only boss fight. Because there was none in the Cancer Pearls one. There was none in the Pink Goo level after that. And I haven't played the last level yet, so
Okay.
I don't know. Shooting's fun, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing that Remedy games always get me with, is like, I never expect the shooting to be as good as it is.
The shooting's fine. The enemies are fine, but I just, yeah, there's just these things that it's just like it feels so padded out. Like they just had like a basic idea, and they were like, just stretch this out to, you know,
5 levels?
I think it's 5, maybe.
And
It's
like,
6.
that's not even a lot. Granted, it's more than the original Left 4 Dead had, but again, like, Left 4 Dead felt more replayable because elements were remixed all the time. You had the director upping and like ebbing and flowing the gameplay at you.
Yeah,
Like, there were elements that were in play, whereas this is pretty repetitive.
it sure is.
Even without doing the missions over and over.
Yeah. Well, that's that. You watched Predator: Killer of Killers,
I sure fucking did.
which is an animated Predator anthology movie, I believe.
Yes, that is correct.
And how is that?
It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
If I really hope Predator media just keeps going on this upswing, because like Prey was great, and
Yeah.
then this is really good, and the guy who directed both of these is making another thing. He's doing Badlands, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. If Badlands is good, then fucking just keep this guy on Predator forever.
Hell
Chain him
yeah.
to the wall.
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
So yeah, Killer of Killers follows. It follows 3 different heroes from 3 different time periods. You've got a old Viking chieftain lady. You've got a ninja, and you've got a World War II pilot. And they each have encounters with predators in their own time periods, and it's really cool and interesting and unique. The art is fantastic. Like, these are some of the coolest looking predator designs. Obviously, because you can do a lot more with animation than you can in live action with CG
Sure.
and prosthetics and such. But like, they've got a really massive hulking giant fucking Predator in the first Viking bit, and he
Yep.
looks so fucking cool. And each of these little segments does stuff with the tropes of like, if you're watching a World War II fighter pilot movie, you kind of expect a few big moments to happen. If you're watching a samurai or a ninja movie, you're expecting certain things to happen. They kind of have those things and twist them in a way that it makes sense for it to happen with a Predator in the mix. Like the samurai showdown thing of like the quick draw slice, that
Sure.
happens in the Ninja Samurai episode.
Nice.
But with the Predator in there, the context changes and it's fucking cool. I'm not going to say any more about that moment because it's like a highlight of a really cool episode. That's probably the best episode, and that's the coolest bit in that episode.
Okay.
And yeah, it all culminates in a like final bit where all three of them are fighting for survival on the Predator homeworld.
Nice.
Yeah, so it just turns out the Predators have been capturing people who fucking beat them anyway. I always assumed there was this code of honor thing where if you beat a Predator, you were good.
Right.
Nah, fuck you.
Nah.
And this also ties back into Prey in a fun way, which hopefully we see a follow-up to Killer of Killers, because one, the animation and art is really cool, and I'd like to see more Predator anthology shit. I think we've been talking about it for years like this.
Yeah, it's like Predators Through Time. It's been like, yeah.
Deadliest Warrior, but for Predators.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it looks really cool. I can't wait to eventually get around to seeing it. But yeah, that's cool. It's good to hear that it's good.
Yeah, it's fucking rad.
Tell you, no one else is fucking rad.
What is fucking rad?
28 years later.
I don't know about that, because in 28 years I'm going to be too old.
No, I'm talking about the motion picture. 28 years later. This is the third in the 28 series. 28 days, 28 weeks, and now 28 years.
Didn't want to do 28 months?
They skipped that one. They waited too long. They waited way too long. So
Yes.
they just skipped
It's
years.
been how long has it been since 28 weeks?
28 weeks. Let's see.
Because it can't have been 28 years. I was alive
No.
when that first one... I was cognizant, and I watched that one when that was new.
28 weeks later came out in 2007. So 18 years.
Ah, wait, it's not that far off.
Yeah, pretty close.
There's an 8 in there.
Yeah, there is an 8. Yeah, so this is really good. I remember liking the first movie. I mean, I haven't seen either of them since they first came out.
Yeah.
But I remember liking the first movie and not loving the second one. I thought it was just fine. And this one brings back Danny Boyle and fucking the writer. His name was right there.
It's on
and
the
I
tip
lost
of
it
his
again.
tongue, folks.
That's right. He was there, and then it was gone. But he directed Ex Machina and
Fuck.
yeah, Alex
Now
Garland.
it's on the tip of my... There you go.
There you go. I got it. Yeah, so he wrote the original 28 days later, and he came back and wrote this one. He also wrote the next one, which is coming out in January, called...
Which is not 18 years later, thankfully.
They've called it 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
It's a fucking good subtitle.
Yeah, and Nia DaCosta is directing it. Danny Boyle is skipped this one, but apparently he's going to direct the third one because this is a new trilogy, apparently. So,
I imagine if he's signed on for the third one, then that this one's sort of got his blessing. Like, I don't think he would be involved if he wasn't interested.
Yeah, no, apparently they shot this first one and then like went straight into shooting this other one that's coming out. That's why it's coming out so soon. But I don't know when he's getting around to making the third one.
See
and
you in 30 years.
And the end of this one does directly lead into this follow up. So,
Temple.
but
Fucking Bone Temple. Come
so
on.
the Bone Temple is featured in this movie, and it is featured on the poster for this movie as well. So it is.
You showed me this.
I don't know what what the poster for the next one's going to be.
Well, in the next poster, we show the thing that the next one is subtitled after.
Yeah, I guess. Sure. But anyway, overall, really fucking great movie. Aaron Taylor Johnson is in it, and it does a pretty great job. This is probably
I like him.
He's okay.
I like him fine in things. Like he's not great in some things, but with the things
Right.
that he is quite good in, he's quite good in.
Yeah, he's really good in this movie. Judy Comer, is that her name? Whatever. She plays the kid's mum in this movie, and she's really good too. And Ray Fiennes shows up. I had completely forgotten he was in this movie, and then he showed up, and I was like, oh shit, Ray Fiennes is here. And he's great as well. It's really well written, really well directed. The characters are all I like the characters a lot. Not a whole lot of backstory for them. It does explain, if you are like me and haven't seen those first two in a long time, it'll fill you in on what's happened and what the world is up to at the time.
Well, that's good. Because I, like you, have not seen those in over a decade at least.
Yeah, and the cool thing about this is like the people they're basically they live in this town, and it's like sectioned off from the mainland, so they have to wait for the tide to go down so they can like go across to the mainland, to get resources and things like that.
Right.
And yeah, it's a good premise, and at one point they run into someone from outside of the UK, because the UK is basically being cut off. The outbreak was only contained to the UK, so everyone else in the world survived. So at one point, they run into this guy from outside of the UK who has like a mobile phone, and he talks about the internet and things like that. And they don't have
that hadn't even occurred to me.
Yeah, so they don't have any of that because it's completely they don't have any of that. They don't have power.
Wow.
They don't have anything. So
Who really came out of that worse off, us or them?
That's a good question. Although I guess they do have power because they're using like ovens and things. So
I mean, you could have like coal plants. You could have electrical resources working within a confined space.
Yeah.
Can you explain what a bone temple is without spoiling anything? I want to know.
It's a temple made of skulls.
Okay, cool.
That's all I'll tell you about it.
Great.
But,
look, if that's all you're allowed to say without spoiling anything, I'll take that.
But if you're into zombie movies or horror movies in general, I definitely recommend it. It's very, very good. Yeah, there you go. You've been
Can't
playing.
wait to see it in October.
You've been playing Death Stranding too, I hear.
Yeah, not a lot. I only. Well, when did I get it? I got it on Friday, Saturday, but I only played it on Sunday. It's more Death Stranding.
Okay, I'm out.
Look, I booted that game up and I was like, man, that's a fucking pretty game.
It does look nice, yeah.
It's a very nice looking game. Like, they start you off in the like cliffs of Mexico, and you just sort of walking along ridges, and there's rock slides, and you're walking, and little bits of rocks go tumbling away. It's all very atmospheric. It's such a vibe game. Like, the actual like gameplay of it is fine. I've had a handful of combat encounters, some stealth stuff. Mostly it's just been like walking with my backpack full, and it's that gameplay. I don't hate it, but it very much is just like, if any other game tried to be this, I wouldn't give it the time of day.
Right.
But there's so much shit going on around it that it's just like, I don't know. Kojima,
Kojima's
I'll always
Kojima.
see what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
Like, there was a bit where I was just finishing off a mission. I'd gone and collected some resources that a bunch of bandits had stolen, and I was going to transport it to a new area and hook them up to the internet, get them online. And as I'm coming along to this new base, and all of the threats are gone, the music kicks in, and it was like, I can't remember who the track was. It might have been Woodkid. Woodkid is in there, but there's a bunch of other tracks in there. But I'm walking along and the music kicks in. I'm like, this is really nice. And then I see this random item that's like lost resources. It's like, deliver this to that place. I'm like, oh shit, I can do that and get some more acclaim with the people that I was working for. Get them to like me some more, get some more upgrades. Hell yeah. So I pick it up and it's like 50 kilos, and then I'm just like slowly trudging my way the last 50 meters to this fucking base. Like, I don't want to drop it just in case it despawns when I get in there.
Right.
But also, the song's going to end any minute and the vibe's going to be dead. I did get to a weird bit. Like, I got pretty well into the game without being spoiled on anything. The one thing that did get spoiled for me was the location of later sections of the game. Not even later sections. Sounds like it happens pretty early.
It does.
You go to.
I mean, I don't even know if you can call it a spoiler at this point, because they pretty much
seem to know.
Set it in the previews and the marketing for the.
Okay, well, fuck it. You go to Australia.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet, but they've explained how the Australia thing happens in game, and I'm just like, sure, fucking why not? Like, Guillermo del Toro is there telling me about how fucking birds and kangaroos and marsupials that shouldn't be in South America have started showing up in South America because of portals? Seems like portals.
Portals, of course.
I'm like, okay, sure.
Yeah. Why not?
Now I gotta go. Like, I stopped right before the first big BT fight, so I've got that to look forward to when I get back in there.
Rad.
It seems like more Death Stranding. It gets in there a lot faster, so that's nice.
Okay, great.
One thing that did happen is there are now like flash floods and gate quakes, which is just earthquakes.
Okay. Why are they called gate quakes?
Because the gate is the thing that teleports you to Australia, and I assume the quakes are somehow related. Anyway, it's not the point. First section of the game, you're walking around the cliffs and the ridges of Mexico, and a gate quake happens, and there's a big rock slide, and I'm like, oh, fuck, that's cool as hell. Later on, you're in a rainstorm, and they talk about how rivers will be, rushing past. River, like, currents will be stronger. They'll break their banks. Parts that weren't flooded before will get flooded. I'm like, oh, that's really neat. Later on, as I'm just, like, wandering out in the world between missions and, like, grabbing stuff and taking it from base to base, I get a warning saying flood imminent. Flood imminent upstream. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, there's no rain here, so it's not happening here. That's fine. 30 seconds later, I hear the sound of rushing water. I'm like, the fuck is that? I turn around and I see water coming at me, but it also appears underneath me and, like, spawns the flood in underneath me. And I'm just like, fuck, my groceries. Wading my ass out of this, like, strong river, just like, shit. And then, later on, I get another gatequake warning. I'm like, oh, fuck, not again. I'm coming up the side of a mountain. I look up, it's nighttime, and silhouetted against the night sky, I see massive rocks tumbling towards me. I'm like, no, not again. It's a good game, if only for shit like that.
Fair enough. You've played more of this than me, but I played some. Date Everything.
I've dated a lot.
You've dated a lot. I've dated a few. How do you like that game? I enjoyed what I played of it. I played a couple of hours probably.
Well, in my time with it, if I turned on my Switch, I could probably see the actual hour count. But there's like 100 dateable items in that game, and I think I'm at 50 something.
Okay.
And I have an idea of where to find most of the rest, but like, I'm not a dating sim guy. I'm not like a visual novel guy.
Sames.
I can understand why people would like them. They're usually not my thing unless they're particularly well written, and I think this one is pretty well written.
It's hilarious. The sense of humor and the characters are very, very good, very funny.
Very good characters. Like everyone who seems to. Oh, everyone who's worked on this seems to be having the most fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the writers are pitching hilarious jokes. The people designing the characters are designing either the horniest characters I've ever seen or the funniest monstrosities.
Yes.
Sometimes both at the same time.
Yep.
And then like the people working on the soundtrack, every character has their own individual theme that's playing in the background. I dated the bathtub. Her name is Bathsheba, and she's like your typical like princess. Oh, everyone pay attention to me type diva.
Right.
And she has the most like Britney Spears ass background track happening every time you talk to her. It's fucking perfect. Everything about that game is so good.
Yeah.
I've got two people to hate me. The vacuum, who tells me I suck, which is ironic.
Yeah.
He's the one I didn't want to hate me, but that guy can fuck off. He's got his own problems. And the dishwasher, which is like the far end of the spectrum of hot person to what the fuck, that's barely... it's just the item.
Okay.
It's just the item.
Oh, fair enough.
Have you got any standouts, any favorites that you like so far?
I love the toilet.
Of course, you love Jean-Luc Pissoir.
Is it MC Crapper? Is that what his rap name is?
Yeah, Little Crapper.
Little Crapper.
Because he's a cool rapper.
Because he's a cool rapper, so he's a crapper. It's fucking amazing.
With the thickest French accent.
Yeah, he's been the standout so far, and also the kitchen sink as well.
Oh yeah, Sinclair is very good.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Very good.
What a game.
Yeah.
And like, what a fucking star-studded voice cast. Everyone's in this fucking game. I found Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Yep.
Prosy D, he's a good one.
Yep.
Some of them are like really fun secret ones as well.
Yeah.
I don't want to give anything away just in case. But
Ben
like,
Starr's been advertising the game, showing.
Ben Starr's one of the first ones you find.
Yeah, he is. He put out a video. Well, I mean, they put out an ad for the game with him in it, where he like dates himself.
Fantastic. He seems really into like the fun marketing side of things.
Yes,
the Balatro stuff.
Yeah, Ben Starr's a cool guy.
Have you only found that one instance of Dorian?
No, well, yes, but I know there are others.
Okay, do you know which others there are?
I know there is Trapdoor and I know there is Backdoor.
Have you seen either of them?
I haven't seen them yet, no.
Backdorian is very funny.
I know what happens because I watched.
Okay.
He was on the Play Watch Listen podcast today,
right?
With Erika Ishii.
Oh yeah.
And
who is the bag of sex toys?
Yes, and they were talking about them doing voices for that game, and he mentioned that he recorded the Backdoor character by facing away from the microphone.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Well, there are 4 variants of Dorian that I'm aware of.
Okay.
2 of them are very funny.
Yeah.
One of them I was a little taken back.
Okay.
Also really funny that like both Ghosts of Tsushima or Ghosts of Yotei actors are in this.
Mm-hmm.
The kitchen knives are Shin
Yep.
Sakai.
Yeah. Yeah.
good stuff.
Really, really good. Really good, funny, well-made video game.
Yep.
Speaking of well-made video games, you've been playing Prey.
I have.
On stream.
Yeah, to my detriment.
How's that going?
Prey is such a fucking cool game, and it's one that I have started what feels like a dozen times now, and I just I'm actually the furthest I've ever gotten now in the stream, which is nice. So I always get like 8-9 hours in, and then get sidetracked by something else. But hey, I'm streaming it, so I have to finish it. If I don't finish it, then I guess I quit
It's the
streaming.
law. The Twitch police
it's a-
will arrest you and you'll go to Twitch jail.
Oh god, not Twitch jail. I can't go
Yeah.
back.
Not again.
Not again. Yeah, that game is fucking cool. Like, it's probably the best modern example of like an immersive sim Deus Ex style thing where it's like, here's a problem. We're not going to tell you exactly how to figure out. There's one obvious solution, but if you don't want to go that way, there's probably a dozen other ways you could sort this out.
Right.
Like, at a certain point, you get powers that tap into like the alien species in the game, so you can mimic objects. You can make yourself small. Like, I'm sure on a previous playthrough, I've turned myself into a coffee mug and rolled through a slot in a window to get into an area that I couldn't get into.
Right.
But you can also just pick up the Nerf bolt caster and shoot Nerf darts to activate buttons.
Right.
And that's really satisfying. That like the most useful tool I have in that game is a fucking Nerf gun. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Much like you,
visuals in that game, everything's
I've
fucking cool.
attempted to play that game multiple times, but yeah, I don't know, I fall off.
I get it. I think mine's mostly just been a timing thing. Something else will come out that I've been really looking forward to, and I'll be like, oh, Prey will be there. I'll come back to it, and then I do. I just get distracted easily.
Yeah. Sames.
But this seems like a pretty good attempt so far. I'm a bit too gung-ho when it comes to like fighting enemies, because that is not a fight enemies and win kind of game. At least not
Right.
in the early stages. You're pretty fucking fragile. Alex Yu, the character in that game, is... I don't think I could beat up many video game protagonists, but starting Alex Yu in Prey, I could mop the floor with that nerf. Kick his ass all day.
Is it Alex Winter in Resident Evil? Is that the guy's name?
Ethan Winter?
Ethan Winter. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I could probably beat him
kick
up
that
too,
guy's
but he'd
ass,
keep
yeah.
coming back.
That's true. He just splashed himself with some water and back he comes.
Reattach his fucking arm.
That's it.
Yeah, Prey's fucking cool. I will report back, I guess, once I've finished it. I've always known it's a good game. Mm-hmm. It's just
I hear
one of
it's
those things
good.
where I really need to like really get into it.
Yeah. Speaking of things that aren't as good, but you're also playing on stream, Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, that game's a game.
That's a video game that exists.
I feel like it gets a worse rap than it really deserves. It's definitely like too much in a lot of ways. But like the time I streamed it, because I've only had the one stream so far.
Yeah.
We were calling out stuff like visuals. The lighting in the game's really nice in certain
Yeah.
areas.
The storm boss
Yeah.
fight with the lightning looked really
And
good.
yeah, like the lightning was lighting things up, but also the explosions were lighting things in an area. It was really
Yeah.
nice. Music's good in that game. I assume it's Grant Cohope doing the music for that.
I believe so.
And like, it's a 98, 97 N64 game. It has a look to it. I don't think it's aged particularly badly.
99.
99? Yeah. Like, it's fucked up that Metal Gear Solid 2 was, what, 2 years after this?
Yep. 2 years later.
But, you know, before that happened, we didn't know how good it could
Exactly.
be.
We didn't know. How could
And
we know?
I still think things like Crash 3 look better, because they have more of a style to them. But, like, DK64 is fine.
I would
It's
say a
goofy.
lot of PS1. Look, people give shit to the PS1 because it has like the wobbly, you know, the pixels wobble, you know.
Oh, sure. The wibbly wobbly pixels.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. But I prefer the look of PS1 games over 64 games, especially because 64 games have like the blurriest textures you
Yeah.
could possibly have in any video game.
I think I tend to agree, and I don't know if that's just a nostalgia thing, because I grew up with a PS1, didn't get an N64 until I moved over here, and then that thing got stolen, so I didn't get that much time with it anyway.
Right.
But yeah, I think I tend to agree with that. Like, Metal Gear Solid 1 still looks really good. Eyeless faces and all.
Yeah. It has a style to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, I play the original Spyro the Dragon a lot. I
Yeah.
don't give a shit.
And that game actually looks real like it's got a lot of stretch and squash in the
Yeah, it does all that
faces
stuff, and
animation
it's
stuff.
it was also at the time, they had the what do you call it, where level of detail, LOD. So
Sure.
it was like one of the first games that really did that. So it didn't have like fog like a lot of other games had, or
Right.
it didn't have pop in where like Driver, where the fucking level would just pop in front of you.
Fucking DK64 has a ridiculous amount of pop in. I'm trying to shoot a fucking coconut button with DK's gun because they gave DK a gun.
Right.
And I'm looking at it,
Of
I'm like,
course.
I know there is a button there. I was walking right next to it, but
Yeah.
I'm like, there's water between me and it, so I can't get close and shoot it. I have to shoot it from over here, but from over here, it's fucking invisible.
It's gone.
Thanks, Rare.
Good stuff.
I'm
Amazing.
glad they're dead.
They're not dead. They just make Sea of Thieves content.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, that's as good as dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rare
Anyway.
men tell no tales.
That's Donkey Kong 64. Let's talk about the news of the last couple of weeks. There's a lot. There's a lot to talk about.
I'm
Starting with the huge summer sale that's happening on the Nintendo eShop currently. Obviously, it's not summer here, so we don't get any of the fucking deals. They've got sales. They've got all of like a bunch of their first-party games, which never go on sale, are on sale for like really good discounts, like 30% off.
Well, they got to get the Americans back on side after making them pay the most to get the fucking console.
I guess.
Except they didn't pay the most.
Yeah, that's true too. I think it was like somewhere in Europe they were paying.
It was
the most.
either somewhere in Europe or probably New Zealand.
Brazil. Did Brazil get the Switch too?
Oh, yeah, Brazil
They're always
got
paying
fucked over.
the worst prices. But yeah, no, they got this fucking summer sale on the eShop, and we don't get any of it. Yeah, it's bullshit. What the fuck?
That's fucked.
Even like on PlayStation, when Sony does like a summer sale, like it'll say summer sale even on our eShop, on our PlayStation store, I mean.
Sure.
Even though it's not summer, and we still get the deals. So I don't.
Yeah, like who goes through the trouble of region locking sales? Fuck
It's stupid. What the fuck?
you. How dare.
Nintendo.
Yeah,
Assholes.
right, Nintendo.
That's true.
It's
yeah,
Nintendo, they can kind of get away with it, right?
It's Nintendo. Well, I guess they get away with everything. They get away with everything. Speaking of getting away with everything, they cast a bunch of people in this fucking Street Fighter movie.
They sure fucking did, apparently.
Yes, they're making this Street Fighter movie for, I don't know, is it Netflix or something, or Amazon?
Probably. Amazon sounds more likely, honestly.
Yeah, so 50 Cent has been cast as Balrog in the movie.
I don't hate it.
Which is fine. I think that's actually like one of the better castings in this so far. Jason Momoa as Blanca is interesting. That's an interesting choice. I would just make a CG character there, but
yeah,
here we are.
Can we do like a half and half?
Maybe. Roman Reigns is playing Akuma.
It's fucking wild. Isn't Akuma's Japanese?
I believe so. That would.
What you
that
know?
would
What
make
there is
sense.
a long story tradition of the Anawai family of wrestlers playing Japanese people. So
Fair enough.
fucking The Rock's dad was, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, he may have been Japanese in a James Bond film. He may not have been. I can't say. I haven't seen a lot of James Bond films. But Yokozuna, one of the oh god, which one is he? I think he's Roman Reigns' uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Yokozuna was Samoan and not Japanese.
Right. Andrew Koji, I don't know who that is. He's playing Ryu or Ryu. I can never remember.
To be fair, some guy that I don't fucking know is kind of perfect for Ryu.
Noah Centineo is playing Ken, which he looks like the kind that would play Ken. Orville Peck is Vega. I don't know
Who
who
the
that
fuck
guy
is
is
Orville
either.
Peck?
No idea.
Every photo I can find of him, he's wearing a mask, which kind of makes sense, I guess.
That does make sense. That's perfect.
Like, I just googled Orville Peck, and I'm just There's so many pictures of him wearing masks and cowboy hats and masks that have cowboy hats.
Perfect. I can see why they
Is this man a
hired him.
luchador? What the fuck's his deal?
I don't know. You tell me. Kalina Liang is playing Chun-Li. But the biggest offender here is the player. Andrew Schultz is playing Dan.
Who the fuck is Andrew Schultz? I know I don't like him, but I don't know what he's famous for.
He's famous for being a right-wing podcaster.
He's one of Logan Paul's mates.
He's one of Rogan's friends, and he had Trump on his podcast just before the election. Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Dan Hibiki is supposed to be Japanese. Mm-hmm. Lots of that going around.
Yeah.
But like, he's supposed to be a lovable goofball, not a fucking dickhead.
Well, he's a fucking dickhead in this Street Fighter movie, so... There we go.
A strange round of casting. Is it like
it's really
a rule
weird
that when you do a big Street Fighter movie, you have to have a bunch of, I guess, like... There's not a lot of celebrity, like, non-actor... There's not a lot of stunt casting going on in that first big Street Fighter movie that everyone knows. I feel like Kylie Minogue's kind of the one there, right?
Is she stunt? I mean, she was a nobody.
Oh, right,
so...
I guess she was a fucking actor on Home and Away, wasn't she? No,
yeah,
Neighbours.
Neighbours, yeah. But like, yeah, it's really just Van Damme and.
And that one's like, he's an action star. I guess it kind of makes sense.
That's
nothing. Well, not nothing, because a few of these people I don't know, and they might make sense. But like, Joe Anawai, Roman Reigns as Akuma is a fucking strange one, and having Roman Reigns and fucking oh god, what's Aquaman's name? I've lost it.
Jason Momoa.
Having them both in the same movie is gonna fuck me up because they look very similar.
Sure. You can say that, I can't.
It's like, no, people have said those guys, and also the bassist from Metallica, Robert Trujillo, they all have a very similar look.
I'm pretty sure I can pick them all out.
Oh, you absolutely could, side by side. But they
do have a similar look, yes.
If I took my glasses off, I'd be like, I can't fucking tell.
They do look very similar, sure. Death Stranding 2 could be causing some PS5s to overheat.
Oh, Jesus.
Players on Reddit have shared multiple accounts of Death Stranding 2 apparently causing PS5s to overheat when the map menu is called up on screen. Fans have reported the map causes the PS5 fan to loudly go into overdrive before they receive an overheating warning from the console itself. So apparently, the map menu has an unlocked frame rate. Which is just causing the PS5 to just use all of the power at the one time.
That's incredible.
Which seems to be the issue. How widespread it is, I don't know. I don't know if you've had an issue at all with it.
Not that I've noticed, but I guess I'm going to be paying more attention to it now.
Yeah. But that does seem
also,
to be...
I'm still in Mexico, so that's maybe a smaller map. I don't know if that would affect it.
Maybe. It does seem to be an issue, though.
So those Australian maps, too hot.
That's it. That's where all the heat is. So, yeah, look out for that if you're playing the game. Maybe it'll happen. Hopefully they patch it for the people who it is happening to. Tony Hawk is auctioning his gear and board that he did the 900 with back in the day. If you've ever seen him, he took 10 attempts at doing a 900, and he's selling the board that he used at the X Games in 1999. The board in question is estimated to bring in between $500,000 and $700,000. So that's obviously for rich people who are looking to buy a old skateboard.
And that's just the deck, right? That's
just the deck, and then the second highest item expected to sell is the helmet, which they're expecting $5,000 to $7,000 for. But a portion, I don't know how. Just
Those
as a portion of
scuffed
the
up knee
proceeds, yes, just as a portion of the proceeds are going to the skate park project, which helps underserved communities create safe and inclusive skate parks for youths. So that's good. I don't know how much the portion will be, but hopefully
it's never fun when they don't specify that stuff, because you're just like, that could mean anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's $50 for the skate park. Yeah, the shoes are fucked up. The knee pads.
They're really fucked.
But there you go. If you want some fucked up shoes and you got lots of money, you can auction. You can put a bid in for that stuff. That's cool. That's a cool piece of history for Tony Hawk.
Very cool, very specific, very expensive.
Yes. The Alters developer confirms it used generative AI text and translations. So AI-generated assets were used in the game, and supposedly it was supposed to be taken out at some point. It was
placeholder.
It was placeholder, work in progress. Textures that they left in the game, supposedly by accident. That's what they're saying. Last week, players of the Alters spotted what appeared to be text generated by AI in the game on a screen in the command center. Specifically, the text includes the line, "Sure, here's a revised version focusing purely on scientific and astronomical data," followed by a captain's log which suggests that someone prompted an AI for the text and forgot to delete the AI's lead-in response.
You can tell that AI is for lazy fucks, because they don't even fucking fix it up.
Right, yeah, they don't do any editing.
Like, not only am I not going to write this, I'm not going to edit out the part that proves that I didn't write this.
It's a wonder they didn't put the prompt in as well.
Jesus Christ.
Not only that, that's the English language of the game, but players of other language versions began to point out that some of the game's translations include lines like, "Sure, here is the translated text into Brazilian Portuguese," suggesting that 11-bit studios had used generative AI to localize at least some of the portion of the game. The Alters does not include a disclosure on its Steam page stating that it includes generative AI, which Valve makes mandatory for all games that use the technology.
So it fucking should.
In a statement sent via email to IGN and published across social platforms, 11-bit Studios offered an explanation for the generative AI text and translations. The studio explained that the captain's log text was intended as a placeholder and simply got missed during final release, and that no other such instances appear in the game.
You know, most things... I'm no game dev, so maybe I'm talking out of my ass here. If I was going to put placeholder text in a thing, I would make it very clearly, like, this is placeholder text. Remember to blah, 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 blah. I wouldn't, like, put something that I intend to be similar to what I want in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just put, like, some random fucking...
Put a fucking recipe.
Garbage. Yeah.
Put something dumb.
Yeah.
Something that if someone finds it after the fact and you forgot to take it out, that'll be, like, a fun Easter egg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What a silly thing to do. But hey, here we are. AI is taking over the world.
I've not seen any follow-ups to this, but I did see follow-ups to this in people questioning other games that may have used generative AI.
Mm-hmm.
People have been saying it about Power World since that game got fucking shown off.
Sure.
But I saw Expedition 33 coming up in some of those talks, and I don't know if those have been confirmed or not. It would be really upsetting and disappointing if that were, because I think that game is pretty great. But yeah, that's like, I know, I assume the Alters is made by a relatively small developer.
It is, yeah. I'm not sure how small their team is, but they are a smaller team. I mean, look, if it is truly supposed to be, it's truly an accident, then fine, whatever. Like, shit happens. Yeah. You know, when you have small teams, I think it's fine to use AI sometimes if it's a smaller team. Like, I understand why maybe if you're trying to get a game out in a certain time, and maybe there's things you can't do, or maybe you don't have the budget, like the developers of the finals, you know, the commentary voiceover is all AI.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to rake a smaller dev over the coals for using it to, pad out little things, inconsequential things that, they don't want to spend money on.
Right.
But also, you probably should spend money on these things. Like, translations, hire
Translations, yeah.
localization team, maybe not even a team, outsource localization. It's going to cost money.
Yeah.
But these things cost money.
Mm-hmm.
And also, that's someone's job that they are paid to do that no one got paid to do because you fed it into an AI.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, like it's hard to get really upset at them for using it, but also it's kind of gross. I don't personally like it. So that was a game that I had looked at and been like, oh, maybe I'll check this out if I have the time. Now, probably not.
I wasn't going to anyway, but fair enough.
I had seen it floating around in, I think it was like the PlayStation store. I was like, oh, that seems kind of neat. I'll check that out later.
Yeah.
And now
One
I don't
day.
have to worry about it.
Fair enough. Hyperkin announced a new guitar controller with swappable parts and multi-platform support. So the different companies have been bringing out guitars lately. Cracked has one coming out, so I don't know if I think I talked about this on the podcast a while ago when I got my Nitro deck from Cracked, and I originally got mine from Limited Run, who had like decent like postage. Like the postage wasn't that bad.
You and Limited Run.
Well, yeah, Limited Run was fine with the Nitro deck. I will say that. They weren't so good. Well, I did I talk about Gex last time?
I don't think you have, because I'm pretty sure we had the Nintendo Switch 2 podcast.
Right, yes. Okay, for those who don't know, I bought the Gex trilogy to play on the Switch 2, which was advertised as working on the Switch 2. It said it was supported, and then I got it, and then as you load it up, and it said loading in the corner, and then it just had a black screen with a bunch of fucking colored edges. Like
it's
it was
the kind of screen that if that showed up on my brand new console a week after buying, I would have a heart attack.
You think the console was broken, but you press the home button and you got out of the game, and then your console was fine. It's just the game for some reason just wasn't working. So I gave it a couple of days and hope that they would patch it, and they did not patch it after a couple of days. So I got a refund for that game, and then eventually they did patch it, and supposedly it works fine now. But apparently Limited Run hasn't had a great run of the game releases. Apparently the Tomba remake, remaster, whatever you want to call it, also did not work. Even on the Switch, it was very bad apparently. So, and and people who had that game were waiting for a patch for a long time, and I still don't know if it's patched. But
Tombi deserves better than that.
Hell yeah, it does.
Also, I don't know. Wait, I just as a quick aside, my frame in the podcasting app is lit up, so I assume the rain sounds are making it through.
I can't hear it, but
oh, okay.
Yeah. What about me? Can you hear any wind?
No. But also yours isn't lit up most of the time. I looked at my frame and it was like all lit up. I'm like that. Well, I'm not doing anything, so.
I don't know. It's fine. Anyway, a bunch of controllers are coming out. Limited Run, not Limited Run. Cracked. That's what I was saying. That their postage was really bad.
Okay.
And that, like, I wanted to get another Nitro deck when they put out the Emerald Green one. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then
I'm a slut for Emerald Green.
yeah, that's me. They know me. And then I added it to the cart, and I went to look at postage, and the postage was like more than the price of the Nitro deck. It ended up being more than double the price of what the fucking Nitro deck was. I was like,
wow.
No, I'm good, thanks.
That's insane.
Yeah, but so I went the other day. I was like, maybe they've updated their thing, and I looked, and now it's like $50 for postage. So, good on Cracked for finally finding a decent supplier or whatever for their postage. But anyway, they've got a guitar coming out. Who else? Someone else put out a guitar recently after the Fortnite Festival came out.
Oh god, yeah, no,
as well.
I remember. I just could not tell you who.
And so now someone else is jumping into the ring, Hyperkin, with this new guitar. Looks really cool. It's
This is the one where you can like modify the body, right?
yeah.
Where all
So
the electronics are in the neck.
the sides of it can slide off the body. All of the electronics are in the actual neck of the guitar, so you can slide the body off. You can 3D print them, or they'll probably sell some like different designs that can slide in. It looks really cool.
That's neat. I do like modular shit like that.
It will work on. I don't know what it is with Microsoft has their own thing, their own like wireless technology, and they have since the 360, where like you can't just buy a thing that will work with everything. So if you want an Xbox, one of these, you get the Xbox version, and then if you want a version that works with everything else, you buy the everything else version.
That's fucking dumb. Why would anyone own an Xbox?
I don't know. I definitely don't have.
I'm talking about you, you stupid mini fridge.
Yeah, I have. I'm getting rid of my Xbox One X, so then I will have 0 Xboxes in this house.
Oh, I've got my Series X. I've got my Xbox One. I have my mate's R2D2 Xbox 360 Pro Elite.
I lied,
the fuck
Josh.
that one was.
I lied.
Oh,
I have
well, you've got a.
I have
you've got
two.
A phone?
I have 2 original Xboxes, and I have an Xbox 360 still.
You also have like a phone and a computer. Everything's.
Oh, everything's Xbox. This is an Xbox.
So many Xboxes.
This is an Xbox.
Yeah, it looks like an Xbox. They wish.
They wish. No, they get that fucking ugly
What?
ROG Ally.
ROG.
ROG Ally. Yeah, anyway, this is coming out. I don't know how much it's going to be. They haven't shared the price or the release date for this, but I'm looking forward to more shit. Start putting out fucking drums. Like, we've got 3 guitars now. Put out some drums.
If only there were some fucking games that could use this that aren't Fortnite Festival.
Nah, it's all you need.
I don't.
It's the only game anyone needs.
You couldn't possibly make me go back.
It's the only game that anybody needs anymore. Fortnite. They got a fucking GTA, Lego GTA in fucking Fortnite now. So,
What?
you know, what else
They
do you
put
need?
Lego City Undercover and.
No, it's Brick City, I believe it's called. But
Brick City. All right.
yep. Getting bricked up.
Bricked up
In the
in Brick
city.
City.
That's it.
Awful. That is a children's game. It's fucked up.
Hey, I didn't make it. I'm just giving you the
Epic should go
news.
to prison.
Someone else who should go to prison is Vin Diesel. You like these segues I'm doing this
I'm
week?
gonna need you to clarify.
I like these segues.
Love him. Is it for the last witch hunter? Is that why he's going to prison?
No, he's just a creepy dude, but that's not what this
Oh, okay.
article's about.
Mr. Clean looking ass.
Vin Diesel promises the next Fast Furious movie.
No. Vin Diesel promises Fast X Part 2, which is apparently what the next Fast movie is
It will
called.
not be called that. It's gonna be
Fast 11 your seatbelts.
Final Fast or something. I don't fucking know.
Final
The
Fast.
Final Fast. Anyway,
I'm so hungry, man.
it's the last time you'll have to fast. It will return to street racing, car culture, and reunite Dom and Paul Walker's character, Brian O'Connor, in franchise finale.
What a memorable name.
Now,
Brian O'Connor. I can't wait to do that fucking ranking series.
saves.
Oh, it's gonna be
Look
dumb.
forward to that. It's
I'm gonna have to
gonna be
watch
so
that
good.
first one again. I watched it, and I
Yeah.
had thoughts, and now
Uh-huh.
they're gone.
Well, gone. Gonna have to watch it
Like-
again.
Dust in the fucking wind.
The action movie star turned up at Fuel Fest, whatever the fuck that is. What the fuck is Fuel Fest?
Hang on, you keep reading. I'll find out what Fuel Fest is.
It's a global event that blends the enthusiast's passion for the automotive world with live music performances, racing, and art. It's a car.
Oh, okay.
It's a car thing.
It's almost like I fucking said that.
In LA to confirm the April 2027 launch for Fast X Part 2. There's no way it's... If they call it that, it's so dumb. So it's on brand, I guess.
I mean, it's dumb that they didn't call it Fast 10.
No, Fast X. Well, yes. No, yeah, you're right. Offering a few words in the process, Vin Diesel said he's bringing the franchise back to LA. The movie will return to street racing culture, and he's reuniting Dom and Brian O'Connor.
As someone who's not actually watched a Fast and the Furious movie past Tokyo Drift.
Yes, please ask. Please ask away.
When did these stop being about street racing?
About the fourth one?
Shit. Okay, I can see where I fucked up.
Tokyo Drift was the last street racing movie, and it hasn't been about that in a long time.
There's always been like a subplot of crime shit, right?
Well, yes, since the beginning, but like...
Yeah, okay.
But
like, the backdrop was always, street racing and car shit.
Yes, yeah.
And then at some point it took a fucking hard left turn into Crazy Town.
It took a hard left turn into, like...
space? I'm hearing space.
Crime, drama...
Action,
yeah.
Spy thriller shit?
In some ways. Sure, at points.
Heists?
Oh, yes, definitely heist. Fast 5, that's the best heist there is.
Is that the one with the safe?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's the heist
one that
movie.
I reenacted in Deliver at All Costs.
So fucking good. Oh my god, Fast 5, what a movie. Anyway, so many questions. For starters, how they... The end of part 1. I'm not going to give any future spoilers for when we get to watching that. But
hang on, I'll take my headphones off.
The end of Fast X Part 1 is very much up in the air, like a cliffhanger. Like, I don't see how they continue on from the end of that movie and then suddenly, all of a sudden, it's back to being about street racing in LA. Like, I was
gonna say, this article really positions it as Fast X Part 2. So, for it to have a tonal shift from wacky, over-the-top action bullshit to grounded street racing back in LA.
Yeah.
There's got to be something dramatic that happens.
It makes no sense.
Everyone dies except for Vin Diesel.
Yeah, maybe.
He's like, well, I guess I'm going to retire and go back to my old ways.
Possibly. But the end of that last movie left so many things up in the air, so many questions. Going back, just like resetting it makes zero sense. And also, let's not forget to mention the fact that they're bringing back the dead guy. So I mean, he's alive in the series. Okay, they do not kill him off.
They're bringing back the character portrayed by an actor who died.
Yes,
like a decade ago now.
It's quite a while ago.
We're getting there. Hey man, deepfake technology has only gotten better.
It's true. He was most of the scenes of him in
his brother, right?
The 7th movie, which is the last movie he was in, was his brother's, yeah.
Yeah.
And with a face replacement and stuff. So it can be done. Those shots in the movie were not the best, but it is a long time after that movie came out, so the technology is better, but also, like, I don't know, just...
And then Grand Moff Tarkin shows up.
Let Brian O'Connor live his life, he got out of the game, he doesn't have to come back.
As far as we know, he's been street racing this whole time.
I know. He's been taking care of his kid, okay?
Oh, by street racing.
No, his
kid is a car.
Probably his kid is a car. That's it. You got it.
came drifting out of the womb.
That's it. Anyway, that's happening apparently. 2027 for
These
the
movies
next
seem dumb. Are we in for a
final-
dumb time?
Yes, absolutely. They're the dumbest movies, but they're also the best dumb movies. Like, they're so dumb, they're also incredibly enjoyable.
Yeah, right.
I love how stupid they are. They are so fucking
look
dumb,
forward
but I
to it.
love them.
I remember watching that first one again in preparation for the ranking podcast that never happened,
Yes.
and thinking, this is fine, but they better get better.
They do get a lot better, and then they get a lot worse.
Good. Great.
So there you go. That's the news for this week. Let's talk about what's coming up in the next 2 weeks. What's coming out? These are the games that are coming out. On July 8th, we have Missile Command Delta. I guess that's I don't know if that's like a remake or a new...
Like the classic Missile Command?
Yeah, like Missile Command.
All
There
right.
you go.
Sure.
I'm looking at Steam page, and it's different. It's different. It's a different kind of Missile Command. July 10th, we have EA Sports College Football 26.
Whoa.
July 11, we have Patapon 1 and 2 Replay coming out
Yay!
for PS5, Switch, and PC.
Oh, do I get that on the Switch? That's an idea.
Coming out the same day as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4.
Never mind, I'm getting Tony Hawk.
Yeah. Eden Zero is coming out July 15, whatever that is.
What in the fuck? That smells like anime.
It does. It sure does. Even that logo.
Oh, it looks like anime.
That anime, yep, okay. And then Red Pistol is coming out on PC July 15.
What is Red Pistol? Explain this one to me. I want to say cowboys, but
It definitely there's a cowboy on the art for it. It's cowboy.
Eden Zero looks like someone was watching Dragon Ball on one monitor and One Piece on another, and then decided to make a JRPG about it.
There you go. Red Pistol is a roguelike bullet hell cowboy game.
Oh shit! Okay, hang on. Eden Zero, there is a cat, there is a robot cat that turns into a gun.
I'm in.
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
This also looks like some kind of Musou game, like a Dynasty Warriors type, maybe.
3D action role-playing game based on it is an actual anime.
It is an anime? Okay.
Player controls a diverse cast of characters as they embark on an epic adventure across different planets while battling powerful enemies. Yeah, it does have a kind of Musou look to it. Interesting.
So I'm really just hung up on the cat gun.
Red Pistol needs a cat gun.
Most things do.
That's true. Tony Hawk with a cat gun?
I'd be in. I mean, I'm already in, but
Yeah, extra.
now I'm
in.
even more in.
And movie releases for the next 2 weeks. The two big ones, Jurassic World Rebirth is out this Thursday, and next Thursday is Superman. So,
Well, I'm definitely seeing
there you
Superman.
go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I'll be seeing. I know Jurassic World's gonna suck, but I'm.
You're invested. You're like
I'm invested.
8 movies in at this point.
The only one I haven't seen, and the only one I didn't see in theaters was the original one, and Fallen Kingdom. Was that the one that was all in a house? I'm pretty sure it is.
Fallen Kingdom is the one that was all in a house,
Yeah.
but it was never advertised as that. It was
No.
advertised as it's on the island as the island is erupting.
Yes,
And then that was the first
literally the
15
first.
minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never felt more lied to in my life. I'm glad I didn't see that one in fucking cinemas.
No, yeah, I did see Dominion in cinemas though.
Yeah, you got the full effect of the giant locusts.
Yeah, I saw those fucking locusts in big.
Locusts are gross and giant at
Bigness.
the like normal times.
Yeah, it's true. Well, they're extra big in that movie.
No one likes that.
Yeah. I saw Jurassic Park 3 in cinemas. I saw The Lost World in cinemas.
I don't know if I've seen any. No, I definitely saw. What was the first of the reboots?
Jurassic World.
Yeah, Jurassic World. I'm pretty sure I saw. No, I definitely saw Jurassic World in cinemas. I think that's the only one I've seen in cinemas.
Fair enough. That's a good
Which,
one.
as far as Jurassic Park movies go, that's a fine one.
It's
That's
fine. Yeah.
top three,
Oh, okay. Here we go. What's
maybe.
okay? What's number one?
Jurassic Park.
Okay, good. Okay, now here's the real question. What's number two?
I'm trying to hang on. Let me look up a list of Jurassic Park movies.
Well, there's 1, 2, 3, and then Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, Jurassic World Dominion,
Probably two.
The Lost World.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, great. I'm glad we can all
Although
agree.
which ones? Although 3 does have the airplane bit. Alan.
My God.
Nothing. Okay, few things with that fucking series will make me laugh as much as that stupid raptor on the plane. Just because the most recent time I saw it, I was delirious with COVID, and I thought I was dreaming.
Yep. Nope. Alan was, but the movie was
what a
real.
good movie. I don't even hate that movie. It's fine.
I saw that in cinemas, and yeah, I was
How
not
old were you at the time? Like 18?
happy. What did it come out? Hang on.
You're like 20.
Jurassic World 3. Jurassic Park 3. Oh, God. Not World. 2001, so I would have been 16. 16. Asshole.
Like 20.
16.
I was joking, but I was closer than I expected to be.
yeah, I know. Yeah, no. The movie is. It has its moments. I like the Spinosaurus.
Yeah, the Spinosaurus is fucking cool.
I like the pterodactyls. Those are cool. I just
You like
hate.
the airplane raptor?
Look, I do kind of like the airplane raptor. I'm not gonna lie.
You do.
It's pretty funny. I don't love the ending. It's the most rushed.
I don't even fucking remember it. I'll be honest. All I remember is Alan.
So they've been going this whole time, trying to get back to like the beach, so they can get to like the army or whatever, who's ever going to pick them up, right?
Right, because this is the movie where the rich parents hire Alan and to go because the kid
got left on the island by himself. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So, they've got these raptor eggs, and they've had them the whole time.
Uh-huh.
And they're like running. They're trying to get to the beach, and you know, it feels like there's a while to go. Feels
Sure.
like they could probably go like another half an hour or something.
Uh-huh.
They
Are you just hoping for a speed moment here where the movie does go for another half hour
maybe
after it's already finished?
that would be good. Sure. I mean, they did it with the Lost World.
Yeah,
The Lost
that's true.
World like ends.
That
They get
is
off
true.
the island.
And it gets really cool and dumb.
Yeah, it does. They get off the island, and you think the movie's over, and then all of a sudden they're on the mainland, and fucking here's a T-Rex.
Yeah, and at this point we've already fucking gymnastics spin kicked a fucking raptor.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what a movie. Anyway.
It is good. I fucking disagree with the haters vehemently on Jurassic Park 2.
Same. I love that movie. Anyway, you think there's got a while to go. They get off a boat. Like they're going down the river or something, and they get off a boat, and they get into the jungle, and then all the raptors come. They're like, the raptors show up, and they're like about to attack or whatever, and then they're like, oh, they want the eggs, and then they put the eggs down on the ground, and the raptors pick up the eggs, and they just walk off.
Yep, this is... Yeah, because a raptor would do that. Totally
Yeah, of
reasonable.
course.
Definitely won't just fucking flay you alive.
No. They got what they
Especially
wanted.
not these movie raptors that have, like, this dramatic sense about them.
Right, yeah, no, they just want eggs. So they take the eggs and they walk off, and then the army shows up like immediately.
Roll credits.
Yeah, and then credits. It's like that's the movie.
Really, the Jurassic Park was the friends we made along the way. Also, these eggs.
It really just wraps everything up in like 5 seconds. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so my initial statement that Jurassic World is the third best Jurassic movie, that was correct.
I believe so. Yes.
That was correct. That's all you had to say.
No, I was the question was like, what's your second? Because that's what I was
Right,
like,
okay.
wasn't sure what you were going to put there. That was
Sure.
the real. That was the real question.
How would you have reacted if I'd said 2-1 World?
I mean, I'd still be fine with that.
Okay.
I like for a long time I would have put The Lost World at #1 because
Really?
I really did like that movie.
That's fair. I think it's fine. That first one's so good though.
It is, yeah. That's the thing too. Is like when I was younger, I would have put like Aliens above Alien, and then over the years, it's like no, Aliens are way Aliens.
That's I find that a hard one. Like the T1 T2 Aliens conversation is such a weird one because they're both such fundamentally different movies. Whereas Jurassic Park 1 and 2, those are both Jurassic Park movies.
Yes.
Like, those are not so far apart.
Right.
Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, pretty distinct. Aliens. I find Terminator 1 less of an action movie and closer to a horror. I wouldn't say it's full-on horror.
As someone who saw T2 before he saw T1, I don't think it's that different.
Okay, well that's fair.
I can see maybe I can see your case for it. I can see why you would think that way.
I think it's a little further apart than the Jurassic movies, is what I'm saying.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not as much of a departure as Alien to Aliens.
Yes, no, yeah.
That's somewhere in the middle,
difference.
I think.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, like Aliens, I can't compare the two. They're too fucking different. And
yeah,
depending on what fucking mood I'm in, and you ask me what my favorite Alien movie is, it could be either.
Fair enough. I still think Alien is a better made movie.
I also do most of the time. But if I'm feeling like really amped up and I just want to see things get fucking gunned down,
sure, that's fair enough.
Then it's Aliens.
Then it's Alien vs Predator. Yeah.
You know me too well.
The second one.
Excuse me while I go die.
The second one with that weird hybrid one.
What do you even call that? Because like it's an alien and a predator.
Don't they call it a predalien? Isn't that what they call it?
Yeah, I think that is what they call it. But like the predator is an alien, and the alien is a predator.
Mm-hmm.
So both terms work fine for both, and also the predalien.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I don't make up the names of stuff. You know.
Did you ever watch The Predator?
Yes.
I only watched that like in the last year. That's not a good movie.
This is the last one that came out, right? Yeah. Well, before Prey. Before Prey.
Before Prey.
Yeah. Yes. I watched it. Yeah. Same as you. I watched it last year.
One thing that I remember seeing that I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, and that was it. I'm pretty sure it was the guy getting his legs chopped off by the ship's like cloaking shield thing.
Right. Yes. Yeah. That was cool.
That I remember thinking that was cool, and then the rest of the movie, like, I think the Predator wants to steal the kid's autism. I don't.
Yeah. I remember. I remember the line about like. Did somebody fuck a alien or something? There's like some guys like somebody fucked an alien or something. That's like that was a line in the movie. I was like, oh, okay, fair enough.
So that's what we're doing here. Okay.
Yeah, that's really dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah. Thanks, Shane.
Thanks, Shane. But hey, at least we got Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. So
Yeah.
there's always that. That's a movie.
It is, in fact, a movie.
Yeah.
Also Iron Man 3?
Also Iron Man 3. Also a movie. Nice Guys?
Yeah, that's a fucking movie.
I like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang more, but Nice Guys is good.
Oh, don't make me choose. I refuse. I can't. I'm not going
Okay.
to.
Well, there we go. That's the show for this week, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week. Now, I'm not sure what... Because I have to move.
Oh, yeah, true.
So I'm not sure what we'll be doing It's possible that we will talk about. Is it Loki season 2? Is that what we're doing next?
It was gonna be Ironheart.
Oh, right. Yes, because that'll be all of those will be out by then. Ironheart. Possibly we
I
will
will
talk
watch
about Ironheart next
Ironheart
week.
on the off chance that you are available to talk Ironheart.
Right. Okay.
But just in case, it might just be another this, or
Maybe.
it won't be a thing.
Maybe it'll be another one of these. Yeah. It's watching stuff that's that's the hard part right now.
Right.
So yeah, maybe we could do one of these again next week. So
Okay, well, we'll figure that out. That's for us to decide, and not for you, the viewer, and all listener to worry about.
Stay out of it. All right. Thanks for
Mind your
watching,
business.
everyone. See you again next week. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.